hello and welcome to rounds 3 and 4 from GT1 this evening. Tonight we are from first race, the Group 4 race is from Goodwood, and the second race, the Group 3 one, is from Fuji, the reverse grid race. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of people free this evening after all that's going on with coronavirus, so although everything else is closed, one thing you can rely on is having FTRL to watch on a Friday night. So hopefully we have two very good races this evening. I mean, Goodwood is usually quite a good race. It's probably going to be a long train most of the race. And Fuji as well. Fuji is it provided a very, very good race last time in GT2 last week, so I'm sure by the top guys racing this evening that will have a very good race around there as well. So we'll just do a few warm-up laps, and then I think it should be in about 2 minutes time we should have our qualifying starting. We'll have a little look at who's get some indications at the moment of who's fastest. I think I just saw Frome do a 14.7, which is rapid. Very, very rapid actually. So yeah, I mean last week it was, if I remember correctly, Frome won round Interlagos, and then it was T. Smith that won around, what was it, St. Croix it was, I believe, St. Croix C. He won around that one, and he won that very, very dominantly. So I think they're both, if I'm correct, I think they're both on 28 points. Oh, as I've just seen a car go off. I think they're both on 28 points up at the top, so keep a good eye on both of them this evening, see how they're getting on. Goodwood, as I said, it's going to be quite a close one. Probably the trickiest corner is one of the, it's the last one. You can hit the wall or the bollard. I'll go on board with someone who's coming up towards it. CJ's coming up towards it. So this little section here right at the end is definitely the most tricky part of the track, I think. If you hit the wall there, you're a bit screwed. And I'm sure there'll be at least one person who hit it this evening. First time I did this track, I must have hit it, I don't know how many times. I probably still do, to be honest. It just shows you how good I am at the game. But anyway, hopefully we have a good race this evening, and hopefully we have some good battles. It's interesting to see who everyone's starting their tyres on. Obviously it's just going to be the super softs and the softs this race, no one's going to be using the mediums. But we've got a couple of people using the super softs, obviously. But I'm expecting both of the Toyotas to be using the super softs. Oh, maybe not. Frome's on the softs. Interesting. So obviously the Toyotas are usually the quickest at the second half of the stint. With the tyre wear, we kind of saw that last week in Interlagos. The Frome managed to get a big lead up on the in the second half of the stint. So he dropped off the start as the Toyotas usually do, but he got back in fairly quickly. A bunch of blue flag go off on one of his practice laps. I think we're only missing one person this evening, and that's Peatman. But we've got Donzo, I think. Donzo wasn't here last week, so it's his first race of the season. So first time seeing his livery on Subaru. And then we've got the Milka logo on Aaron's car this time. I do like that. That's very, very nice. Hopefully Aaron has a good race. Last time he did get a bit of a very bad ABS glitch last race, which was why his tyre wear was so bad. If anyone watched the stream last time watching it. side by side. I do like the Mercs logos. Very, very nice. Have a little look as the qualifier has just started. Everyone's on their outlaps at the moment. Then we'll go on board with one of last week's top guys. We might as well go on board with Rome and see how he's getting on. Expect him to be quite high up there, as I say, so keep an eye on how he's gonna start his first lap. I think Slipstream is going to be very cool for him. There's a lot of straights, and even though there's quite a few corners, there's a lot of straights in between, and I'm strongly expecting Slipstream will play a major part. It is one of those tracks though which is quite a dangerous track if you do get something wrong, because as you can see it is grass everywhere, so if you do go off it's going to cost you a bit of time. I mean, at least it's not gravel, it isn't that even worse, but it's definitely the kind of track that punishes you making a mistake. Just about to come around and start his first flying lap. Got a yellow flag somewhere. I don't know if someone hit the wall already. Oh, who was that? I think that was Donzo. I think he might have just been waiting on everyone getting past. Okay, so Fro's just starting as he's going down towards turn 1. Aaron's backed off. I think he just came into the pits a bit on super softs, which is why he's doing that. As I say, there's not a lot of time to make up round here. Let's just come around turn 2. Keep them nice and tidy though so far. Oh! As he's just spun it just on the exit turn 4, I think that is. So that's his lap over. Go on board. Who's on a lap? CJ's on a lap. He's just coming around to the tricky last little section of the track. SVY's put in a 14.8. T Smith's just 1.2 seconds behind him. CJ gets very close to the walls but misses it just. Michael C slots in P2. So CJ comes over the line. 14.889, so that's just behind SPY. So SPY, CJ, Michael and T Smith are the top 4 at the moment. Sweeney's on a lap. Sweeney didn't have the best first race last week in that Mazda. The Group 4 Mazda is a bit of a pain. So he made up for it in the Group 3 race, mind you. Oh, Mazda just seen a Merc. That's Michael's just missed turn 1. Doesn't affect Sweeney much, I don't think. So Sweeney carries on for his lap. Here until the next right-hander. It's quite a tricky corner, this one. Oh, he missed it a little bit there, but he's managed it. Oh, Pagani has a massive wiggle behind, so he gets round to the last corner alright. And he set a 15.7. Pagani just behind sits a 15.3, so he goes up to P3. So we get SPY. I'll look at the timing. We'll get SPY in P1, he's on a 14.8. CG just behind the 14.8 as well. Then we've got Rom and that BMW. Junkie Sport has put himself up to P4 on that Merc. Oh, I was just going to say that. Will or Panda puts himself up. Never mind. Aaron's put himself up to P4 now. So everyone wants P4, clearly. Oh, Guy's in the chat. Hello, Guy. Guy had a very, very good first race last week. Yesterday even. God, I'm messing up my words already. Then we've got Panda in P5, Junkie Sport P6, Pagani is now in P7, then we've got Michael C in P8. A little bit off his teammate, but I expect him to catch up a little bit. Oh, Toby's wanting CG. I mean, that's definitely not out of. He was very, very quick last week. I think he got a bit unlucky. He had one or two wriggles, and then he hit Aaron in the second race as well, which gave him a bit of a penalty, but dropped him back a bit. I'm not even going to read that out, Guy. Go away, Guy. I'm not reading that out. No tipping point quotes in the chat allowed. That is a rule. From now on, not allowing tipping point quotes. I'm joking. He's just getting in the pits actually. CJ's about to set a lap. Got a bit close there. Please don't. Guy, have you just put a dab emoji? Oh no. That's it. We're no longer friends, Guy. So CJ has just put it on provisional pole, beating Frome's time by just over a tenth. Who shall we have a look at? Junkie Sport's on a lap. He's just coming around to the final few corners now. As Blue Flag puts himself up, I think he's up to P12 for that lap. Yeah. Oh, Junkie Sport, there he is. He's just coming around to that little tricky. I get really scared watching everyone go through there because I just instantly think someone like Junkie Sports actually went in the pits. Why does everyone go in the pits when I go on board? It's like they know I'm on board. So Michael's just coming around to the final little bit as well. You definitely do need a car that's quite quick in a straight line, and the Merc is fairly quick as well. Corner now. He's a little bit. Oh, he's messed it up at the end. He didn't get the apex right. He's not went close enough to the wall. He's only a tenth and a half off his time, and he's lost at least half a second there on that last little bit. So there's time in Michael C's lap, that's for sure. Blue Flag just comes over. He's near enough. It's 1/100th off his best time. We've got Lee Cole who's on a lap. Never mind. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh dear. That's not where you want to go. Okay. I have a habit of doing that. Just going on board and watching people crash instantly. Donzo's improving his time. Donzo's a little bit off the back of Lee Cole so far on that Subaru. We'll keep an eye and see. He might have just messed up the last few bits of the lap, last few corners. Pigani's won a 15.2, I think that's put him into the top 6. Double check after that. Michael's on the grass. Just getting in the way of Donzo. He's 6 tenths up. He still needs a little bit more to move up. Also, hopefully he can make up a little bit of time in the last sector. Just coming around now. He's left a little bit of time in there, I think. They didn't take it as aggressively as some of the other ones, the other drivers, but he has moved himself up to P12. So he's up 1.2 seconds in his last lap. Who is on a lap? We're going to Bob Junkie Sport. He's just coming around to the last part of the lap as well. CJ is still on pole at the moment on his 14.6 is set. A minute or two ago. Junkie Sport Sports well down on his time. Panda's just coming around. I love Panda's logo. Panda's livery, sorry. CG's just improved at 14.4. CG is rapid round here. 14.4. Jesus. So Panda's just coming to the last sectors. Well, he's 1.5 tenths up, but keep on going, might be able to make that up on the last. The Lexus should be fairly quick around here actually. I think it probably something that would kind of suit the Lexus. Does the last corner quite nicely. I dies into the pits as well. Rom's on a lap. We'll go on board with Rom. Actually, we'll double check first timings. So 14.4, as I said, CJ fastest time. Then we've got Flying Chrome. So once again, Toyota lockout at the moment, provisional lockout. Then we get SPY and P3. He seems very good. As I said, I think the Lexus should be fairly quick round here. It's good in the straight line. BMW P4 of Rom, and then Pagani and Aaron and Panda. So those 4 guys are only separated by under a 10. So obviously quite a few movements could happen there. Pagani and Aaron seem to be doing quite well in that Aston Martin. I don't think Pagani was very confident about tonight's races again, but he seems to be doing alright so far. Sweeney once again is a wee bit down the order in P10 in that Mazda. But SF Racing, Donzo, Blue Flag, T-Smith and Lee Cole at the back. So Rom is just coming round now. Just a bit of a slide, but manages to control it. Where is Rom going to put himself? He's put that off, wasn't he? T-Smith has set a slightly better time by 3/100ths quicker than CJ, so he's in P1 at the moment. Once again, T-Smith, Rom, CJ all having a good out scrap at the top of the times again. Frome's up to 14.6, so he's a little bit off still. He's going to have his last lap next one. SPY is 2 attempts up going through the first sector. SPY at the moment, if he keeps this clean, he could be on for moving up a bit. So stay on board with SPY and see if he can keep it up. Nice through there. Michael C's up to 14.9, he's up to P5, that's put him. Sweeney's up to P6 in that Mazda, and then we've got Blue Flag just behind the 15.7 as well. I think that's put him at the top 10, might have actually. SPY is coming round. Oh, he's lost a bit of time in that middle sector, so he's 10th off his time. See if he can make it up in that last sector. I think he's done a few too many laps on his tyres though, so it might have affected him. Oh, he's got that. I think he's got that all wrong. Pagani moves up to P4, and Junkie Sports up to P7. So Michael C's moved up. The Mercs are moving up a bit. Sweeney's moved up to 7th. It's a decent lap in the Mazda. SF Racing. Oh, Aaron's backed off, so he's messed up his lap. Rom's down there as well. Blue Flag's way down there as well. Lee's down there. Donzo's, is he going to set a lap? It doesn't look like it's going to improve. It's not. Blue Flag, he's on a lap. I think he's the last one. Oh, Jesus, that, oh God. Michael C's off. Yeah, he's lost that in the last corner there, that slide. Okay, so I think that is it. So we'll get T-Smith on pole, CG in P2, then we get Flying Throne, Pagani, SPY, Michael C, Sweeney, Junkie Sport, Rom, Aaron, Panda. Oh, why does it... Oh, I never get to do it. I think it was Aaron, Panda, then it was... I don't even know. It'll come up for about 2 seconds usually. So Aaron, Panda, SF Racing, Blue Flag, Donzo and Leco. Does anyone get any predictions in the chat quickly? Who's going to win? I feel it could be CG, Chrome and T-Smith. So I think T-Smith will drop into P3 and CG will make it up. So let's out, away we go. T-Smith, it's an alright start. CG on the other hand, it's dropped all the way back. Oh, it's very tight at the turn 1. Is that someone off? SPY off. CG and Throne battling. Junkie Sport in the midst of this as well. Pagani and Michael C battling for P2 and P3. Pagani's lows. I've just seen Pagani's side of his car. That's beautiful. Oh, Michael C's off. I thought he went wide. He's doing some drastic. Oh no! Oh God, oh mate. Oh no! Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not went well. Yeah, Michael C has kind of killed CJ there. Oops. So that's knocked CJ out of the run, which is a massive shame for CJ. CJ was so quick. We had to put T Smith up P1, Pagani's P2, sorry, Frome's P3, and then we got Junkie Sport in the Merc right behind. Oh, he got that all wrong though, and Aaron's up to P5 in that Aston Martin. Come through the last corner there, everyone gets through it unscathed by the looks of it. No issues down the back end of the field. Michael C's down P14, SPY is P15. CJ, in fairness to him, has managed to get going and he's not lost too much time. I mean, he has lost a fair bit, but he's managed to keep it going fairly quickly. Aaron's round the outside of Junkie Sport there. He's managed to, yeah, he's got that done, so he's up to P4 already. Good race from him. Aston Martin boys are in P2 and P4, and we get T Smith in the BMW and Frome in that Toyota P3. Keep an eye out for Frome. He should be good on his tyres. He's on the softs as well, so Frome's tyre might be a bit non-existent, to be honest here. For the start anyway. Aaron's still getting followed quite closely by Junkie Sport. Then we get Sweeney in that Mazda behind him. He's going to be a bit vulnerable in the straights though. Still with that BMW. Keep an eye on this. Junkie Sport, is Junkie Sport going for a move down the inside of Aaron? Aaron tries to hold it. Junkie Sport gets that move back up to P4. Junkie Sport is off though. He's going to get, yeah, Aaron's going to get back, I think. Sweeney's looking for a move round here as well. Aaron goes back round the outside. Sweeney having a look down the inside. Great opportunistic move from Sweeney there as Junkie Sport was going out wide. Sweeney's nipped through him, took P5 in that Mazda. SF Racing just follows on closely behind with Ron with P8. Blue flag's not far behind this either. Then we get Lee Cole's moved up a bit to P10. He's fighting with Donzo actually, in fairness, I think. Anyway, and then we've got Panda and CJ who's moving up to P. Who's that? Is that Donzo? I think that's Donzo. Thought that was Donzo, yet Donzo's off. CJ's moved up to P11 now. And we'll go back to this battle up here. So Aaron's still P4. He's got a little bit of gap. Once again, Junkie Sport. Obviously he's much quicker in a straight line than that Mazda. He's going to go round the outside. Good camera angle there. Junkie Sport sliding round. Sweeney tries to get the inside. Junkie Sport is round. No, he's oh dear, oh god, that was close. Rom has got up to P6. That kind of slide kind of put Junkie Sport off. So Rom is P6. Blue flag down the inside. Rom's, I think Rom, is he off? Rom? Oh yeah. Oh, what's that? Someone's hit each other. Rom's off. Oh, he's been overtook by CJ. CJ's up to P9. Oh, I think Junkie Sport's letting. I don't know what's happening there. CJ's up to P8. So we've had a bit of chaos in the first few laps here. So CJ's back up to P8. Then we've got blue flag P7. SF Racing P6. Sweeney is right on the back of Aaron. Well, at P4. Definitely been eventful so far. Flying from sitting quite comfortably in P3, just on the back of Garni. It must be said, T Smith is managing those tyres quite well on that BMW, but as can be seen, the issue with the Group 4 BMW as he's off and up. See what I mean? I have a habit of doing this. As Frome has got past Pagani, I think Pagani might have made a mistake there. The issue with that BMW Group 4 is its fuel tank is tiny. It uses up so much more fuel, so you have to fuel save quite a bit. So Pagani's dropped into P3. Sweeney's got past Aaron as well. So SF Racing closing up to the back of Aaron, and we've got blue flag CJ, who's managed to get all the way back up to P8 already. So, as I say, well done to CJ, he's managed to get back up there already. Lee's up to P9, he's moved up quite a bit. Got Rom down P10 after his off, Panda down P11, Michael C after his lap 1 incident, P12, Junkie Sport is away down in P13 now. He's in another incident, Donzo and SPY after his spin at turn 1. That's Panda and Michael C having a bit of a battle. Michael C does a switchback. Oh, beautiful move from Michael. Is he getting a stick? Oh, great move from Michael. They managed to just switch back down the inside there. Perfect move. Up into P11. Got Rom and Lico having a bit of a battle coming into the third last corner. Lee manages to hold Rom off. Coming into the tricky last two corners. Both seem to get it right. Oh, Panda's hit the wall. But he's still right. Blue flag is... what is blue flag doing? He's gardening. That's what he's doing. What is he doing? What is he doing? Is his steering gone? I'm confused. I mean, I don't know, blue flag has dropped down to P10 and he's now slowed right down to the point of his barely driving. I don't know what's going on with blue flag. I've no idea. Junkie Sport is spinning. He's still spinning. It's not been a good few laps for Junkie Sport. He's down in P15 now. T-Smith, who's got a 3-second lead to Frome. He's still quite closely followed from Pagani. And then we've got a bit of a gap back to Sweeney in P4. Aaron is in P5, but he might not be for too long. Oh, I thought he was going to hit the wall there. SF Racing's caught up to the back of him. Right up to the back now, so see if he can make a move there. CJ's quite catching quite quickly as well. So we'll keep an eye on this battle for 5th and 6th. Pit stop should be starting in a few minutes time as well. SF Racing has a look down the inside. Terrible camera angle, and he's got it done. Good move by SF Racing up into P5. Amber's dropped down quite a bit now. He's still, I don't know if he's got his ABS glitch again. His tyres are not in as good shape. Actually, I think he's quite similar to Pagani, so it might not be. I think he's just struggling a little bit more. I think SF Racing's just a little bit quicker at this point in the race. Flying from Pagani are still quite close. They've closed that gap down to T-Smith a little bit. Aaron's went a little bit deep into there. We'll keep an eye on CJ. CJ looks rapid. That Toyota. CJ's already getting alongside Aaron, and he's going to, by the looks of it, going to be going round the outside. That's brave. That is brave. Oh, is he off? I think he's kind of managed to keep it on the track. What's happening? Pagani seems to drop. I don't know if Pagani's had a bit of a moment. He's dropped off from Frome by 1.3 seconds. A little bit of gaps developing now. We've got a fight for P11 between Donzo and SPY. SPY obviously had that bit of a moment at turn 1, so keep an eye. See if SPY can get past Donzo. Oh, as I say that, Donzo has just got on the curb and he's spun out and hit the wall. Slide SPY up. See what I mean? I jinx everybody. Such a jinx. I apologise to everybody I go on board with, because I'm just trying to cause you a crash, basically. Not on purpose, obviously. Oh dear, I've just caught blue flag hitting the wall. I'm so bad at this. Pagani is in P9 and he just went into the pits. I think the stream should just be called How Many People Can Zach Cause to Crash? Aaron and SF Racing having a bit of a fight as Pagani, where's Pagani come back out? He's come out in P9 and he's come out back on the softs. Sweeney's not far ahead of SF Racing as well, in fairness, so Froome, the gap between T Smith and Froome is only about 3 seconds now. So he's managed to get that gap slightly back up again, but it was at about 3.6 at one point. Anything else going on? Where's Pagani's already up to P8, we'll keep an eye and see progress. I'm sure some of the other guys will now be coming in this lap. T Smith and Froome have carried on. Will Sweeney come in? SF Racing and Aaron just behind. Who's coming in? Is anyone? Nope, Aaron's coming in. Sweeney and SF Racing carry on. Well, Rom's staying out. Pagani comes through. Where is Aaron going to come out? Let's have a look. He comes out in P10. Michael's in the pits as well, so that puts Lee Cole and all that up a little bit. Keep an eye on SF Racing, who's right on the back of Sweeney. I'm surprised SF Racing still carried on for now. His tyres up like a little bit. Well, his front left himself is a little bit gone. This is because it's a right-handed circuit, though all the corners are right-handed really on it, so yeah. Kind of putting all the load onto the front left. Managing to keep him behind as they come to the last corner. Both of them are going to be in the pits this lap, I'd imagine. Can't imagine any of them staying out. Both of them follow each other in. So those are the top two. Rom is in as well. Pagani filters through. So where will Pagani come out? T Smith comes out behind Pagani. T Smith obviously has to fill up more because he's in that BMW. He's got a tiny fuel tank, so that's put T Smith back down at P3. Pagani, this has worked out very well, who's now battling with Froome, former title rivals, going at it again as Pagani is going to bravely try and go round the outside. Pagani manages it. Great move from Pagani round the outside there. He's still going to have to keep an eye on Froome. He's got a bad exit. Froome is going to try a move. Pagani covers him off. Froome is going to try the switch back, but Pagani covers it off again. Froome is looking for a move down the inside. Donzo is in the lead, but he's into the pits now as well. Flying Froome, battling with Pagani. Down to the next tricky corner. Pagani breaks later. It's a good run as well. T Smith just behind, so these guys are going to be back up in P1, P2 and P3 respectively. Donzo, oh, Donzo came out. What's going on behind? CG is in P7 at Aaron in P8, and it's blue flag. Donzo's not out yet, so he's going to go. So Pagani still has P1 at the moment, 10 minutes remaining. Keep an eye on T Smith. I think T Smith will be up there still. At the end, I think he might still be able to win this race. I'm impressed with Sweeney so far. He's managed to get that Mazda up to P4, so obviously he's managing to have a bit more pace out of now. Blue flag. Nice provider, all a bit far away. We've got a bit of a battle going on. P12, P13 and P14. Junkie Sport, who's letting Michael see through, letting his teammate through. Don't know what's going on. Donzo, I think Donzo's stuck in the pit. On my screen anyway. So don't know what's happening with Donzo. Oh dear. Okay. I mean, as you can see there, Donzo's kind of jumping up and down in the pit. I have no idea what's going on there. Not seen that before. SF Racing, Sweeney having a battle. What's going on up front? Pagani, oh he's on! Pagani's off, Pagani's off! He's touched the grass on the outside. So let's put Flying Foam up to P1. Well, he's got T Smith hunting him down behind him, who is looking very, very quick. As Flying Foam made a bit of a mess of that corner, and T Smith. Oh, Foam's off. Oh. Wait, what's going to happen with Foam? What's going to happen? Is Aaron going to overtake him as well? He is. So Foam sets out behind the P9 now, so that's T Smith up to P1. We've got Pagani at P2, and then this is the final battle for the final podium at the moment between Sweeney and SF Racing. Will it be the Mazda or the Nissan? Got him that. I'd put my money on the Nissan to win it, just for sheer straight line speed. Will Aaron be able to keep off Foam as well? Blue flag's quite close to the back of Foam as well. What's the fuel situation like? Blue flag may have to save a little bit. SF Racing dive down the inside. It looks like he's going to make a move. He's got the move done. CJ is rapidly catching these behind. I've got to admit, I do think if CJ didn't have the incidents he had earlier on, I think he'd be up there with T Smith and maybe even could have won this. He is so quick. Compared to his lap times, he's done 14. He's doing 14 twos, 14 fours, 14.5. T Smith is doing 14 nines and 15 ones. As T Smith has just went into the wall. What was that about? He's got a tank slapper on the exit as well. What the F is going on with T Smith? CJ, honestly, CJ's pace is ridiculous right now. He's lapping 1.5 seconds quicker than most of the guys ahead of him. CJ looks so much quicker right now. He's already trying to make a move on Sweeney. He's going to have to sit patient. He knows he's much quicker than him at the moment, so if he takes this right, he could even get P2. If he keeps this right, Sweeney is making a move. Going to re-overtake. Is CJ going to... Oh, he had a look there. Sweeney Oh, he manages to. SF Racing just about keeps P3 there. This is slowing CJ up massively though. Oh, Pagani's issue though is going to be his tyres. His tyres are gone already. What's happening further down the field? We've got P6, it's Aaron still. Blue flag's caught up though. Blue flag? Oh, blue flag's not going to make it to the end on that field. Got Frome and blue flag at the moment. A bit of a battle. Jump back to P4, P5 and P3. As Sweeney is going to have a look. T-Smith still got a fairly decent gap. Oh, as Aaron had a moment, he's down in P8 now. Flying Frome's tyres are in much better shape, and so is blue flag. I don't know if Aaron's got a bit of an ABS glitch as well. His tyres are much worse than everyone else's. CJ so close to the back of Sweeney. Will he go for a move? The issue CJ has is he would be able to easily overtake Sweeney, but Sweeney is getting the slipstream off of the car ahead. But he's got a run on him. Oh, he's going to have to be brave here and just commit to something, I think. Oh, he's so much quicker through there. CG takes to the outside. Oh, SF Racing's off. Oh, that's allowed. As he got back on ahead of Frome. He had a big gap to Frome, so he should be alright. What's going on with Aaron? He's just wide there. SF Racing has got back on P5. CG is so close to the back of Sweeney. The thing is, Sweeney is closing up to the back of Pagani. So as soon as CG, if he manages to get clear Sweeney, Pagani is in a very, very vulnerable position. Got a feeling Pagani is going to be a bit of a sitting duck if he manages to get past. CG, is he going to make a move? He's got to run. I'm surprised he's not managed to get past that monster now in the straight line. He's just waiting on that moment. I mean, he is in the toilet, in fairness, so it's not that fast as the straight line, but. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, he nearly. Oh, Jesus. That curb just nearly sent him into Mars. Jesus Christ, how did he manage to get that on the track? A moment for the stream. So CJ's going to have the end of this lap and one more lap to see if he can catch up to the back of Pagani. Pagani's tyres are gone. So this is not out of the question. Oh, but the issue that he's going to have now is the fact that Sweeney is trying to re-overtake him. CJ needs to get this right. He's got it right. Sweeney just needs to sit back because he could gain another position here because Pagani's tyres are gone. Frome's blue flags got no fuel left. Literally no fuel left. Pagani's got no fuel. Pagani's going to have to fuel save while he's got no tyre life left and CJ is hunting him down like a madman. Oh, and then CJ's got no fuel either. He's going to have to fuel save as well, which has allowed Sweeney back up into P3. Which this could really help Pagani here because Sweeney's having to fuel save. Then CJ, who's quite a few of these guys are going to run out of fuel, I think. They might get lucky. CJ has no fuel left, that's why he's backed off. Pagani is still just ahead of Sweeney. Pagani's tyres are gone beyond belief though. SF Racing's dropped down to P6. Sweeney's closing up to Pagani. So T Smith is going to come over in P1. Pagani and Sweeney are so close together. Pagani has managed to hold up P2. Well done Pagani, because these tyres are gone. CG is crawling over the line in P4. Flying from P5, SF Racing P6. Aaron manages to hold on to P7, his front left tyre is gone as well. Blue Flag has ran out of fuel. Makes a change, the wrong is overtaking people instead of actually running out of fuel himself. Blue Flag has managed to hold P9 though. SUI takes P10, he is going to at least get a penalty at P11. Then Michael C is going to round at the point, P12. Donzo, Junkie Sport and Panda out of the points. Yep, so as I thought, quite a few of them miscalculated the fuel there. I thought that in the last few laps. Okay, so we'll be having a probably, usually we start at 5-2, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll finish a little bit early. But we'll have a reverse grid race. It'll be 40 minutes round Fuji. Good one to see how I guess on. I think so. It'll be Donzo, Panda, and that'll be starting at the front, and we'll have T Smith starting at the back along with Pagani and Sweeney. So next we have Fuji, and we've got about 9 minutes until this race is going to start. So in terms of Fuji, first corner's a bit of a nightmare. It can be in races, start races, it's a bit of a dodgy one. And the last sector is very much difficult on traction, so you need to get your car into the right rhythm around here. So any car that struggles a little bit on traction, so it's a little bit slidey. I'm trying to think of cars that are a little bit slidey. The Merc should be alright around here, it's quite a stable car. The Toyota, if you get it into the right rhythm, is really good around here. But you need to get used to the car, it's a bit of a handful if you're not used to it. But it is one of the quickest, as Panda has just not the best run through last sector. So there's a couple of tricky corners around here. Panda is just demonstrating what not to do around there. And then this is also It's a bit of a horrible corner. Oh, he's off. Oh, Jesus. So in this race you have to use all 3 tyre compounds. It's good and hard, so you have to use the medium, soft and the super soft. So whatever you enter the race in, that is what you start on. Obviously it could be whatever strategy you want, as long as you use each of them for at least a lap. It doesn't make any difference what they do. A lot of people usually do medium, soft, super soft, but quite a few times I've seen recently people have been doing the opposite to that, which is starting on the super softs and then finishing on the mediums. It just kind of depends, obviously, practice wise, what they like to do. It should just be a straightforward 2-stop. I can't imagine there's seeing anything else. So Aaron's granddad is saying Junkie's about to get a podium finish along with Aaron and Pagani. Ooh, interesting. God, I would like to see Junkie's spot on the podium. He had a difficult season last season with his Hyundai. Still to this day, nobody knows why he picked it. All I can say is poor Michael, having to deal with a Hyundai for a season. So, everybody's favourite Belgium didn't have a great race in the first race. Hopefully from a better second race. Got to admit, Pagani's livery is brilliant. That is one of my favourite liveries. I don't know why I like it so much. What else should we have a look at? Turn 1, so that's how you do turn 1. You will see quite a lot of people out breaking themselves into turn 1. It happens quite often. He's 3 times up his best time, so hopefully he can improve that a little bit more. Is there any other predictions for this race? The only final predictions this race is a bit of a lottery because it's reverse grid, so yeah, it could be anything, to be honest. I'll go with, oh dear, this is a nightmare. I'm gonna go for Flying From to win. I'll go for Flying From P1, Sweeney P2, and I'll go for Aaron to get P3. So from Sweeney, Aaron is mine. I expect From to be up there this race, as long as he gets handled in that Toyota. Sweeney is going to be rapid, I think, in that Group 3 Mazda, and hopefully Aaron has a good race around here. He does like Fuji. Last season, was it last season? Season before that, sorry, it was season 5, I believe. Aaron and Pagani had well, basically finished neck and neck. Pagani, I think it was 1,000 or something like that. Pagani won by. Aaron has a bit of a habit of losing photo finishes, or which he doesn't exactly. He's not best pleased by, let's say. Oh god. I don't know if Aaron's trying to drift. Not sure. I'm expecting this race to be a very, very entertaining one, though. If it was anything to go by last week with GT2, then it should be a good one. T Smith is just showing what I mean about turn 1. It's a bit of a nightmare. Pagani saying he bottled that first race. Just blame the grass, Pagani. It's the grass's fault. It's just the grass. Yes, it also says, yes, blue flag did also run out of fuel. I mean, it's, I'm not going to say it, but I did say that blue flag it was going to run out of fuel well before. I did say about 5 laps from the end that blue flag was going to run out of fuel. He just didn't have enough. I mean, even if, I mean, I imagine he was fuel saving like mad, and he still didn't have enough to finish. SF Races just said he's sorry to Panda. I was just watching that. Oh, I think Panda's now doing donuts. I mean, at least you can kind of do donuts, no Lexus. I tried to do donuts in the group for Toyota, and it just, let's just say, didn't work. The group for Toyota has far too much crap. I would not do it at all. There seems to be a lot of people doing donuts. It seems to be becoming a regular thing that before the second race starts, people are doing donuts. T-Smith P2, and he's on the mediums as well. It's very early time for the mediums. T-Smith and CG battling in the first corner. T-Smith is... anytime I've watched him do turn 1, he's got it wrong. Hopefully, I mean, I don't even know if there's any point in saying this, hopefully I do not jinx anyone this race, but I think it's probably inevitable. I think jinx at least like 10 people. I think we should be starting very soon. Okay, so here we go. So we'll have Panda and Junkie Sport P1 P2, then we have Donzo, Michael, Leiko, SBY, Blue Flag from Aaron, SF Racing from CJ Sweeney, Pagani, and at the back T Smith. Oh dear, that's a dreadful camera angle. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm sorry about the utterly horrendous camera angle, but we're away for the 40-minute race. It looks like Junkie Sports get a much better start than Panda. Michael's let... is that Michael? I think Michael's letting everyone through. What's going on with Michael? Junkie Sports still in P1 with Panda still in P2, Leiko's up to P3, Donzo's still in P4, and we got Aaron up in P5, filtering through now, SBY in P6, so we get CJ just behind, T Smith's up to P8, Sweeney up to P9 already, then we get Rom, flying from, battling with Pagani, SF Racing, have a battle going down into the next corner. banging there, but everyone gets through cleanly. Aaron's having a look down the inside of Donzo. And in the long, hard braking zone, he's getting in the third sector. Aaron manages to get it done just about. Donzo trying to fight it. Oh, that was close. That was nearly a big accident there. So, Junkie Sport still in P1, then we get Panda, Lico, Aaron, T-Smith. It was in P5, but he's just been kind of... Jesus Christ. That was gardening at its finest. So SBY is up to P5, then we get Sweeney P6, CJ P7, T-Smith P8, Donzo P9. Lico and Panda going at it. Lico takes to the inside, Panda on the outside. Lico brakes later. Is he going to make the corner? He's not making the corner. I think he has. He's just about. But Panda's going to get that position back. Aaron still in P4. That's CJ and Sweeney going at it. CJ down the inside of Sweeney. Sweeney tries to hold it round the outside. He's going to be on the curb. Sweeney's going to get a better run round the outside of the long right-hander, which turns to the inside for the next corner. They're still side by side. CJ gets the inside for the next corner. Sweeney will need to back out. Oh, he's done a tank slapper mid-corner. So CJ up to P6. What's going on up the front? Lico still having a look at inside of Panda. Is he going to dive it down the inside? Panda, he's outbroke himself. Lico, oh god. Lico missed that massively there. So that's Aaron up to P3. We've got Lico, SBY and CJ battling. Sweeney trying to filter through down the inside as well. CJ's lost a few positions there, he's down at P7 now. And then we've got, is that SBY trying to have a look at, oh god, CJ hits, who was that? CJ hits, oh my god. No idea where anyone is through there. When he goes in P4. Then we've got Sweeney P5, this is going to end, oh no, this is not going to end well. I can confirm that this is going to end dreadfully. We have 3 wide. 4, was this 3 wide, 4 wide? Down at the turn 1. Sweeney, I think they've tried to filter through. Sweeney's hit Lee, which has sent Lee off. He comes back, he's managed to keep on the track, I think. CJ's on P4 and we've got Lee P5. Sweeney and T-Smith battling. T-Smith. Oh, Sweeney's got a 1 second penalty to cut that corner. He's down the inside of Lee. Oh, this is so close. We've got Lico trying to dive it back down the inside of Sweeney. Sweeney's ghosted and then unghosted at the wrong time. He's had a tank slapper in the middle of the corner again. He's making that Mazda sideways when that Mazda isn't usually sideways. So we get Lico, he's going to dive it down the inside of CJ. Not quite. SBY, Sweeney having a battle. Is Sweeney down the inside? Sweeney's down the inside. He's maybe sideways again in the Mazda. It is a very difficult car. This is like a what in the world? Well, this, guys, is the longest FTRL train you'll ever see. SF Racing, Pagani battling as well. Pagani's not been able to make much up here so far. This is ridiculous. Junkie Sport's still out in the lead, then we get Panda in P2. These guys are wondering what on earth is going on. Panda overtakes Junkie Sport into the first corner, P1, and we'll quickly jump behind if we can afterwards. Junkie Sport trying to hold it round the outside. Panda's on the inside line. Junkie Sport gets the better run. Manages to hold it at the moment. What's happening? Aaron's P3, still CJ, T-Smith, Sweeney from. So Junkie Sport still in P1 at the moment. Donzo's left. Don't know if that's internet's cut out or something. Junkie Sporters, he's missed that massively. That's going to allow Panda through. Panda has got through. Junkie Sport's going to have the inside, Panda's going to have the outside. Aaron's catching these guys really quick. Panda is going to have to switch back. It's kind of a difficult place to switch back though, as there's not much room. Junkie Sports sideways, Panda sideways as well. Aaron's right on the back of these. Junkie Sport is all over the place at the moment. Aaron's catching these guys manually. Panda is... God, I thought he went wide, but that's just the line he takes. Junkie Sport is missed his exit the corner, so that's put Aaron up to P2. Aaron's up the inside of Panda. Junkie Sport sideways again. Thing is, these guys need to move on quickly because CJ is coming behind in that Supra. So Aaron takes P1 down the straight. Will he be able to keep it into turn 1 against that Lexus? It looks like he's got it done. Panda around the outside, which he's going to try and do a switch back, but he's not managed it. Junkie Sport, oh my god, he's... what? I'm seeing a lot of cars sideways here. Oh, go down at the back, SF Racing, Sweeney. I think SF Racing's letting them through. Sweeney's P7 from PA, then we've got SPY, SF Racing. Aaron's on the mediums at the moment, so is Panda, Junkie Sport and CJ's on the softs. And we've got a lot of the guys down here are all on the mediums, on the SPY. So most guys are on the mediums here, there's only a few that are not. Junkie Sport having a look down the inside of Panda. Be a bit brave there, he's a bit far back. Aaron's got a little bit of a gap here. A lot of bit of action down the inside there. Pagani, Ron, Michael having a bit of a coming together down the back of the field. We get Pagani and Blue Flag having a quick close together there. Oh, Sweeney's sideways again. I don't think I've ever seen that Mazda sideways so much. Rico's kind of went a bit under the radar. He's up to P5. Becky, now we need to watch. CJ is on the back of Junkie Sport. Now, CJ, I think, I mean, look at the difference in tyre between CJ and Junkie Sport. Lee's tires are brilliant as well. Lee's coming, he's went quietly about his business and he's managed to kind of get up a little bit. T Smith, on the other hand, is catching as well. So the front 7 are only 3.3, front 8, sorry, are only 3.7 seconds behind the leader. There's Aaron at P1. Junkie Sport managed to get, he's been overtook by CJ. Then we've got Lico who's being followed quite. Oh my god! What on earth happened there? I don't know if Leah broke his or Junkie Sport just broke too early for that car. I'm not entirely sure. But these guys are all close together now. T Smith. Oh my god, a lot of bang of tyres here. Junkie Sport is sideways again. It's so close round to this section that it's just gonna be contact a lot of the time. So, one thing I must say is the penalty system doesn't seem to be giving out as many penalties here. Oh my god, it's free wide! Jesus Christ. This is brave. Going free wide round here. So, Leacock, Sweeney going at it. Doing T Smith, Junkie Sport. Okay, now we need to watch. It's down here. Okay, Junkie Sport, T Smith has come in, which might make this a little bit easier. Fryer flying from might get Lico, but it looks like Lico is gonna manage to keep hold of it. Flying from breaks early, Sweeney breaks a little bit later. SF Racing has hit. Who was that hit? I think that was Sweeney hit. Flying from one of the two. SPY is right on the back of SF Racing as well at the moment. Flying from it, Sweeney still going at it. Go down the grid a little bit more. We've got Pagani, blue flag at P9, P10. Like, Junkie Sport is coming at P14. T-Smith just ahead of him, so both of them have come out at the back of the field as probably expected. So Panda, I mean, in fairness to Panda, he's managing to keep tabs with Aaron. CJ has managed as well just to claw his way towards Panda. Different tyres though for CJ. CJ's on the softs. Panda and Aaron are in a great position here, by the way, because they're managing to kind of move away slightly from the cars behind. It's Lee Cole, Flying From, Sweeney, SF Racing, SBY, Blue Flag, Pagani, all in a big line. So CJ is closing up to the back of Panda down the main straight. He's gaining, he's still gaining, he's going to the inside, he's down the inside. Panda gives him the room, round the outside, Panda holds it. Good defensive driving there from Panda. CJ has to hold back. Leiko still keeps following it, Flying From just behind. Same as Sweeney, SF Racing, Blue Flag, Pagani. SBY's come out of the pits just behind Michael C. Michael C's had another off. What's going on with him? CJ and Panda still fighting. Panda down the inside, CJ's round the outside, and Panda gets a wiggle. CJ's got the move done, I think. Where's Panda can fight it back? I think that's CJ's got that, but in fairness, CJ will have to come into the pits fairly shortly, I'd imagine, on those softs. Might try and go one more lap, but I'd say he might come in this lap on the softs. So just coming into the final few corners. This is that tricky left-hander, which is such a little tricky corner. It's quite an awful one. Obviously, that CJ's got that super running very, very nicely so far for him. Aaron's got a bad exit. Is Aaron going to come into the pits? He looks like he is. Aaron is in the pits on the mediums. CJ is in. No, both of them. Did both of them just dummy that, or did they just try and get a slipstream? But both of them haven't come in the pits. Interesting. Lee Cole, Flying From, Sweeney. Who's in the pits? SF Racing's come into the pits. That's a unit of someone that's come in. Sweeney's down the inside of Lee Cole. Lee Cole is sideways, so he's been he's overtook by two there. CJ's right on the back of Aaron now. CJ is, I'd say, by far the quickest driver on the grid right now. Like, very, very quick. Panda's dropped off a little bit, so he's kind of closed in a bit here by the P4 to P6 guys. Blue Flag and Pagani are still side by side with each other, they're still having a bit of a battle. Now to see, I am fully expecting them to come in this lap now. Well, CG anyway, I don't think Aaron might go on an extra lap. Definitely able to in his tyres anyway. Just coming around to the last corner. Flying From Sweeney and Lee Cole. Ooh, Sweeney once again sideways. T Smith has caught up to the back of Pagani and Blue Flag. He's put on the super soft, so he has Aaron. Is he going to come in? No. Is CJ? No. Oh dear. I keep thinking I'm going to come in and none of them are coming in. Okay, Sweeney and Lee Cole are in, which is giving Flying From some breathing space. So his medium tyres are much better than the guys ahead of him who are on the medium, so Aaron and Panda. CJ has managed to overtake Aaron, I think, down the inside. Aaron's trying to fight it. CJ still manages to keep P1. So T Smith is up to P5 after his pit stop. So T Smith once again is somebody to watch in this race. He's setting the fastest times. He is on the super soft, so I think he started on the softs. I think he's going to have the mediums to run. I don't know, T Smith's doing a bit of a brave strategy around here. Not sure it's going to work out at the end, but we'll see. Just coming around the last little section for the front guys. Rom and SF Racing have a bit of battle. Just coming into the tricky right-hander shortly. SF Racing is in P7, Rom's still in P8. Then we get Sweeney's on his outlap. Junkie Sport is now on the mediums. Lee, blue flag. SBY and Michael C. SF Racing's down the inside of Pagani. I think Pagani's lifted off. Is Pagani coming into the pits? Pagani is coming into the pits. Okay, so all the front runners are into the pits, so that's released T Smith into the lead of the race. SF Racing, who pitted earlier as well, he's in P2. Sweeney's going to be in P3 after his pit stop. So this is the difference with this situation, because all of these guys are on different strategies, different fuels. So technically, as much as T Smith's in the lead right now, we have no idea what's going to pan out at the end of the race. Not really going to know until about 5-6 minutes to the end. Who's going to be anywhere? SF Racing's not going to be on those tires too long because he's got not much fuel left at all. So where's everyone coming out? Aaron's coming out in P8. Michael C's at the back, so we've got Rom, Pagani, Panda, SBY. Aaron's come out ahead of blue flag. Aaron's fueled up to the max, so that's the difference here. Aaron's fueled up to the max, so he's not going to have to fuel up as much at the end. Probably have to put on a few laps in, which is a bit different to the rest of these guys. SF Racing's, he's not fueled his car much, which, I mean, the super softs can go quite a fair bit around here, as long as you don't slide, or if you're in clean air, obviously they'll last a hell of a lot longer. So, interesting from him. Got a bit of a battle still here for P6, P7. Oh, flying from Junkie Sport having a bit of a battle. Aaron, who's overtaking right now, up into P7, flying from as well. Flying Frome's managed to get back ahead. That Supra's quite quick in a straight line. Are they going to go free wide out of turn 1? Who's going to be the latest in the brakes? It looks like it's Flying From Junkie Sports trying to go round the outside. But Blue Flag trying to get involved in this as well, actually, in that Mazda. Flying From manages to come out tops in that. CG's come out in P4, so I've got a bit of a different strategy because CG started on the softs and now he's on the super soft, so he's got the mediums to run at the end. Aaron is going to have the super soft to run at the end, yeah. And he's fueled up a bit more than CG, which is why CG's a bit ahead of him. So, no idea how that's going to play out at the end. Who is going to be in the lead in the checkered flag? I have not a Scooby. Which is the whole point of this. It makes it much more entertaining with this tyre rules that we've got now. CG does look a hell of a quick though. Lee's having a decent race as well. P5, Chromes and Aaron P6 and P7. Junkie Sports dropped down a little bit, he's on the mediums. Then we've got Panda and P10. Pagani, Rom, SPY and Michael C. So SF Racing's in the pits. So T Smith is still out in the super soft, he's going to be in shortly. Might come in at the end of this lap, and I think he's going to have the mediums to run at the end. Then we've got Sweeney P2. He's going to have a few more laps to do on his softs. I think he's going to have the super softs at the end. Sage is going to have the mediums to do at the end. He's sitting P3, and we've got Lico P4, and the battle for P5 between both of these guys. So they're both on the same strategy, both get similar fuels. So these guys are a bit of a legitimate fight at the moment between these two. So keep an eye and see what happens. They're quite closely matched on pace at the moment, aren't you, as well. It's definitely a track Aaron really enjoys. Just coming into the tricky left-hander. Aaron takes a wider line, Flying Chrome takes a narrower line, which it's interesting, the difference in them. By looking at it and looking at the time difference, it looks like Aaron's line is quicker, but obviously it varies from car to car. Obviously your driving style, what kind of line you want to take. So Aaron and Chrome down the main straight, gaining a little bit. Don't think it's enough though to bring out a move. It's not going to be. Junkie Sports and Panda having a bit of a battle. Junkie Sports struggling now. He's out wide as well, so Panda's going to go through into P8. Well, Pagani keeps getting a run on him, go round the outside. Of course he will, it's Pagani. What a move, good move by Pagani. Junkie Sports, oh, he's went wide, he's off. SF Racing's come back out on the super softs. So he is doing a restart. A little bit of a different strategy there from him. SF Racing Junkies having a bit of a battle. SF Racing's on fresh super soft, so that's going to be fairly straightforward. Aaron and Frome having a battle. Far ahead. Will this be free wide at turn 1? Frome is gonna get Lico, I'm sure of that. Down the inside. Aaron's not got a straight line to it, doesn't it, like? Oh, Frome down the inside at the P4. Should be able to get that. Aaron manages to take advantage of Lico going a bit wide. Frome overtaking him, so he's up to P5. You always know it's Aaron because he flashes his headlights like me as he turns. Every single lap, every corner. T Smith is going to be in this lap. Got a big old gap though, so Max wants a rematch to the first race yesterday. Is that so you can fuel up correctly? Because you're very quick yesterday, particularly at the start. The first 10 or so laps, the first stint you were rapid. I just could not get the last corner right. It was a whole race. Second race went much better. Aaron and Frome are still quite close together. T Smith is in this lap, so that's going to put Sweeney up into race lead. Obviously, with no idea what's going to play out at the end. Oh, bless me. Lico's closing up into the back of Aaron. Flagging P6. T Smith comes out in P7. This is his last stint. Interesting where T Smith has come out. By the look of it, T Smith looks in a very good shape to win this race. Aaron doesn't have to fuel up as much as everyone else, so Aaron's still someone to watch in this race. CG as well, so it's going to kind of be between CG, it's going to be between Sweeney, CJ, Aaron and T Smith. I think it's going to be between those four. Gary's kind of slowly catching up in the back of this kind of group as well, with Blue Flag and Recall. Aaron at the front of it. No, actually, sorry, Frogs at the front of it. Sweeney's catching, CG's catching Sweeney. So CG going down the main straight, he is so much quicker than that Mazda in a straight line in the slipstream. CJ takes the outside. Is he going to go all the way around the outside? Sweeney gives him the room. CJ down the inside. Sweeney round the outside, manages to hold it. Aaron Lee having a bit of a fight as well. Oh, Aaron's... Oh, he's managed that. He got on the curb a bit there. Like SPY. Junkie Sports. Going on. Oh, Pagani's committed to the pits, that's why. Looks like Roma's left the race as well. It's Donzo now. Oh, Michael's sideways. Michael's tyres are gone. He's not got a grips for that Merc yet. Pagani overtakes Junkie Sport. Banged wheels there a bit. Pagani is through now. SF Racing going to have to be brave on the brakes. Oh, he's close to Pagani. Oh, just gets through. Back up front. When are we going to see Aaron in? Is it going to be this lap or is it the next lap? He's going to make one more lap. One more lap. By the looks of it, CG. Is he going? He's going to have Sweeney this time. He's already passed him by me. Coming to turn 1. That Supra is so much faster than the Mazda in straight line. Blue Flag's going to his final pit stop as well, so we're going to shortly see where everyone filters through. I think T Smith is going to have this by the look of it. I'm not going to rule out CG yet though. He could be up there at the end. So CG has to use the mediums now at the end, and Sweeney's using the super softs. So in fairness, as I say, Sweeney's still in it as well, so it's definitely between CJ, Sweeney, Aaron, I think, and T Smith. I think Foam's going to have to fuel up a bit more, as T Smith is diving it down the inside, I believe. That's a bit brave going round there. A little bit squirmy there. Just going through that tricky corner. It's coming at the last corner now. T Smith tries to go wide, get a better exit onto the straight. It looks like he's got it. And will Aaron come into the pits this lap? Put on super softs. Does he come in? He does. Then Lee Cole follows him in. T Smith has been released, so T Smith once again takes the lead of the race. Everyone else is into the pits. So now it's how far away are they going to be? Is T Smith going to romp home once again in the Group 3 race? 6.5 seconds behind Sweeney is. Sweeney is on super softs though, so Sweeney has managed to come out ahead in P2 of CJ. It's Panda that's the bit of the cork in the bottom of the moment. He's in P4, but his tyres are gone. So Aaron is going to be wanting to get past him as quick as possible. It's Frome just behind. So it's most of the guys I said, T Smith, Sweeney, CJ and Aaron gets past Panda. And then it's Frome behind. Frome is down the inside already, so all filters through. So it's T Smith who's got the advantage. He's got a 1.5 second penalty though, which could cost him. Frome's catching Aaron as well. So Panda is this cork in the bottom moment because everyone else behind him is on all these fresh tyres right to the end. Can T Smith hold on for the victory? He's on fresh tyres. It's just Sweeney is on softer compound. Do you get extra point? Oh god. Do you? Give me a second. I'm actually going to check that. I'm not entirely sure. I know you do an F1 league, but I'm not entirely sure if you do actually. Give me a second. Have a look. Something tells me you do get a point for fastest lap. No, you don't. You get 2 points for pole position, but you don't get any points for fastest lap. So Frome and Aaron are still having a fight, and we've got Pagani, Lee and Blue Flag just behind. Gap out front is down to 5.7, so he's gained a little bit, but not a massive amount. CJ behind's on the mediums, so he's not going to be getting the race lead. It doesn't look like Aaron's going to get it either by the looks of it. Looks very much like it's going to be a fight between T Smith and Sweeney. If Sweeney can manage to close that gap up. Interested to see what Sweeney's lap time is going to be here. Will he beat Roms? He does just. Aaron's managed to pull a little bit of a gap on Frome. He's probably going to catch CJ ahead of him. CJ's on the mediums, but it's going to be overtaking him. That might be a bit of an issue because that Supra's faster down. I think it might actually be quite similar on the straight line speed compared to that Aston actually. Gap out front, still closing a little bit. This fight between Lee Pagani and Blue Flag, all relatively fresh tyres. Once again, Blue Flag using a little bit, put a little bit less fuel in the car than the other two guys ahead of him. SF Racing just behind this, and then we've got Panda back out in his fresh tyres, SPY, Junk Sport and we'll see rounds out top. So, what's it got? It is closing, but whether it's closing enough, it's not matter. And T Smith has got rid of his penalty as well. A little bit slidey, both of them. Aaron is catching the back of CG quite quickly, and Frome has managed to close up again to the back. So Aaron will be quite happy that he's in CG's slipstream now. He's going to be closing. He's closing quite quickly already here. So he's going to be under half a second by turn 1. He's so, Jesus Christ, he's caught him quickly in the straight line. CJ struggling a little bit, so much better compound tyres. Aaron's down the inside, he's going for it. CJ around the outside though manages to keep hold of it. Well, Aaron trying to dive down the inside, he does. Frome takes to the outside, which might put Frome down the inside. It's still CG in the lead. This little trio. Aaron, Frome. I think Frome might be going down the inside of Aaron. Nope. Aaron's going down the inside of CJ. Aaron's still there. Having a bit of a battle here with CJ. That was great racing there between them all. I kept thinking there was going to be an accident there, but that was great racing by all three of them there. So Aaron gets up to P3, Frome P4 and CJ P5. Gap out front is down to 2.6 seconds. So Sweeney is catching, and quickly. Well, Frome. Interesting, Lee Cole is managing to catch up to the back of CJ in this. Frome going to the outside. I think he's got it before turn 1. Aaron's still there. Down the inside. Frome tries a bit of a switchback. Lee Cole's overtook CJ. Then we get Pagani and Blue Flag closely together. CJ is struggling massively on those mediums compared to all these guys that are on super softs. Gap's down to 2 seconds. Aaron and Frome having a bit of a battle here over the, at the moment, the last podium place. We're going to have one more lap after this, everyone. Lico is looking very quick. He's well there now, he's caught up to these quite quickly. The gap out front is 1.6 seconds. He is being caught, but will he manage to catch him enough? Aaron's got a bad exit. Round to the last corner. Frome down the inside. Might not be a bad place to go actually, because he's now going to get the slipstream for the final time. Start finish straight on the last lap. So Aaron, the outside, flying from the inside. Watch out for Lee, he's going to be catching quickly in that car. Lee goes to the inside. Oh, brave, 3 wide. Lee Cole, has he got it? Oh, he's up to P4. Lee Cole goes to the inside of Flying Frome round the outside, he's going to have the place. Oh, Flying Frome comes back on the track. Then we get CG who's still catching this up. Is that Flying Frome round it off the track? So Lee Cole's up to P3. And then we've got Aaron behind P4. And they go to the front now as T Smith and Sweeney are right beside each other coming to the last few corners. Sweeney is gonna do it. He's run the outside. He's done it. Sweeney's up into P1 on the last lap of the race. So Sweeney is going to take P1 as long as they get round the corner. Lee and Aaron are fighting for P3. The last corner. Is Aaron going to try and just sit behind him and get that slipstream in the final corner? Sweeney is going to take P1. Congratulations to him. Then we get T Smith just behind. Aaron, CG battling each other for P3, P4, P5. Once again, Aaron's in a bit of a drag race to the finish line, so Lee Cole gets P3. Very well done to Lee Cole. He's managed to high up there. Then we've got Aaron P4, CJ P5, Frome P6, Pagani P7, Blue Flag P8, SF Racing takes P9, Bander's going to take P10, SPY is going to take P11, and Michael C is going to, by the looks of it, take the last point. He's in a bit of a battle with Junkie Sport at the moment, but it looks like Michael was going to have it by the looks of it. Unless Junkie Sport, who's diving down the inside, so they're going to have a bit of a drag race to the finish line. Junkie Sport's going to get the slipstream, but Michael C is going to take the last point, so that rounds out your race. So Sweeney takes the win on the last lap, T Smith drops to P2, and then we've got P3 going to Lee Call, who took it from Aaron at the end. So great race from everyone. That was a great race. So that concludes the action for this evening. I'll just get the tracks up for next week. So next week, Thursday for GT2, we have what is it we've got again? Oh god, can't remember. Double check that. We've got Tokyo South Outer for Group 3, I remember that. And Group 4 is at Big Willow, so that's and for Friday next week for GT1, sorry, we have Brands Hatch for Group 4. God help me commentating, that's a hit, Brands Hatch. And we have Le Mans for Group 3, so that should be interesting. So join us for that one next week. So thank you everyone for tuning in and watching this evening. Hope everyone enjoyed the coverage this evening, and hopefully we'll see you next week.